everybody, my name's Ed Durbis. This is 93 Drive. Today we're driving a 2022 EQS 580 4MATIC with an electric motor in each axle. It gives it about 516 horsepower and 631 pounds of torque. For a car that weighs 5,800 pounds, it'll get from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, and it'll cross the quarter mile in 12.1 at 114 miles an hour, and it's got a range of about 350 miles before it's due for a charge. With all that being said, let's get this show on the road and let's see what this EQS 580 has to offer. Alright, here we go. We're driving the EQS 580. It's pretty electric, I gotta say, and super quiet. One other thing is that it's also super comfortable. You got these little pillows on the headrest all the way around. And everything you touch in this car, it's either leather, suede, or Alcantara. All this is all Alcantara. All the top is all leather, suede, wood. And the wood design in this car is actually supposed to mirror the wood you find on a yacht. Yeah. And the other thing that you notice as soon as you walk into or get into this car is the massive screens. It's just screen all the way across the board. You got your screen up front for your speedometer and your tachometer and power range, and then you got a massive entertainment screen for everything else that you need. And there's a screen for the passenger on the other side as well. The way this car rides, it's like you're on a cloud. Smooth. I got it in sport to see how, if it would, be bumpy or beat us up. No, it is just, like I said right at the beginning intro, this thing is just like a cloud. Smooth, quiet. But just like every other electric car, it gets up and goes. Unfortunately, this car is a slight hair slower than the Tesla Model S. And the reason being is because of its weight. 5,800 pounds. It's a lot of weight. No matter what you throw into it, be it electric or a combustion engine, it is a lot of weight. Because if you look inside this car, it is massive. And it should be. It is basically the S-Class, but the electric S-Class. We drove the new S-Class just a couple of shows ago, and that was a big car, and that was a heavy car. Now, this one, it's a tad bit heavier, and it's as big, and it's as comfortable, and it's as roomy. So let's go and through our test and see what she's like. I know that she's not going to perform really well in the twisties and all that, because at the end of the day, this car is not meant for that. It's meant to just cruise and just take the highway and have a good time with a lot of friends, because you can pack a lot of things in this car, because it's also a hatchback. So let's do a standstill, see what she's like, and then we'll take her to twisty roads, and then we'll do our final thoughts as usual. So let's get to location. For all the beans. Yep, It's fast. And it does it without any hesitation whatsoever. There's no lag. There's no noise. It's just all of a sudden a sudden rush going forward, and you do hear this kind of like whiny noise. I think it's been tuned into it so you could have a little sense of what's going on. But yeah, we'll give it a little more throttle over here in just a second. Make sure there's no Johnny Law anywhere around, and we'll drop the can you drop the hammer on an electric car? I don't know. Well, we'll find out soon enough. All right. Give it a little more. Oh yeah, it just gets up and goes. There's no like, you know, just like you used to in a combustion engine car, that you get that split second. Like, of course, we've tested the turbochargers, even with this small electric engines that they have. No, but this is a complete different animal, and it is absolutely intoxicating to do over and over and over again. So yeah, it is definitely a fun car, but when you do it, you can't even feel the mass of this car. So let's take it down a twisty road and see what how she goes around there. I'm not gonna push it because it's such a heavy car, and it's also a brand new car, so we need to get it back home safe and sound. But I'm curious to see how she'll do there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of body roll, so let's go check it out. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's do our 9 and 3 driving on our favorite Kirby road. Like I mentioned earlier, I have it in sport. Yeah, super quiet. The one thing I have to say, and I've said this before, but this is very different in this car, it is the brakes. Obviously, when you lift off the throttle, it starts generating power to recharge the battery. But, you know, the feel of the brake is, there's really no, it's hard to describe in camera. It's got a strange feeling. When you push it, it goes down and it keeps going down, but there's like no feel whatsoever. Going around a turn, this feels good. Nice Porsche right there. Wow, nice. There's a little bit of body roll, obviously, because it is yeah, it's a heavy car. We're gonna go up the hill here. Obviously, we got the 4MATIC system. Up we go. Yep, it doesn't like it. Doesn't like transition. But it did exactly, it performed exactly how I thought it would. In regards to its weight and, you know, the fact that it's really not a sports car. So, there we go. Let's take it on our other twisty road and see what she does here. Let's not forget there's a small bump right here, right there. All right, whoa, here we go. Yeah, it's like riding on a super cloud. Just the way it just grabs speed, it's just intoxicating. With no effort whatsoever. Yes, body roll, body roll, body roll. Yeah, but give it the gas. Can you say gas in an electric car? Good question. We got the power right there. Instead of an RPM gauge, we have the power gauge. Kind of reminds me of a Rolls Royce. Yep, we got a lot of body roll there. Yep. But with the way the suspension is set up on this car, you know, you'll cruise down the highway without a beat. So let's turn her around and let's do our final thoughts and take her back home. All right, here we go, cruising back. Our final thoughts on the EQS 580. It has been truly a joy to drive this car. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. The smell, the rich leather, you know, this is a brand new car. You know, All the technology is amazing, and the power. You know, we just, you know, do this, drop the hammer, and it just takes off. There's no hesitation. You can be doing triple digits like that. Now, in regards of, as I mentioned, the range, 350 miles. Okay, on a 240 volt, this will charge from 10 to 100 in 11 hours and 15 minutes, and from 10 to 80 on a supercharge, it'll charge it in 35 minutes. So you do have the flexibility of being able to take it on a long range. And let me tell you, if you're going to take a trip, I can't really think of any other car that you would want to take. I mean, the amount of space that you have in here and the amount of luxuries that you have in this car are phenomenal. So you got a hatchback in the back, so you can pile everything you want. You got ample room in the back to carry your friends, family, kids, whatever, and somebody in the front seat as well. Yeah, like I said, huge navigational screens everywhere, and just wafting away down the road. It is absolutely incredible. At $135,000, the way this car is equipped, I have to say it is quite impressive. And to be honest with you, even though it's a slight hair slower than a Tesla Model S, I would take this, just for the fact that the quality materials in this car are way superior than you'll find on a Tesla. The only thing is the design of this car. It almost looks like an egg, but this one is in graphite selenite gray with a little bit of brown to go with the wood that has the appearance of a yacht, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, the material is much more superior. You have LED lighting that's like continually going up and down, and then when you're adjusting the temperature, it changes color depending on what you're doing. If you're going hot, it turns red. If you're going cold, it goes blue. Burmester sound system is incredible, out of this world. Huge panoramic sunroof, even though it does make a little bit of noise when you do have it open. But yeah, this is extremely and utterly comfortable. And yeah, like I said, you know, I definitely would take it over a Tesla. Even though Tesla, I think, is a better looking car, but overall, I think that, you know, this is a much better, compelling package. And not only that, let me tell you, wherever I'm going with this car, wherever I've been with this car, everybody turns their head and wants to see and find out what it is. And even though it's got the big pointed star in the front and the whole grille, it's got little tiny little stars on it, yeah, everybody wants to know what it is. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing, incredible, and I feel very lucky to have been given the opportunity to drive this car. So with all those great things said, a huge thanks to JT for letting us do this, letting us come out and take it for a spin. It is, like I said, at Mercedes-Benz of Arlington for $135,000. So give them a call if you want something this entertaining and electric. Anyway, a huge thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Thumbs up, share, comment, always helps. Let me know if this is stuff you'd like to see. Turn notification bell on. Have an amazing, fantastic day. And I really can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Until then, be well. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.